What? Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Listen, we are here in the kitchen. We live full in effect. What?
The living room,
Huh?
kitchen, that
Oh no,
type
you
of
got to wait, man. Uh, Yes. Yes. What'd you say?
I said our living room kitchen.
Li- Oh yeah, we sizzling. You know, we keep it sizzling up in here, y'all. But we yeah. Listen, today is Wednesday, hump day. Listen, I got to tell you guys, I love everybody's comments. I love everybody's tuning in. When they do tune in, I love it. I appreciate it. I want to say thank you, and I
Oh,
hopefully you having a blessed day and your week is still blessed. I am so grateful to be here with you guys. So listen, guys, I just want you to know I need you guys, I need you guys to put this message out there in the world, in the atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. Come on through and support the brother, Chef Dennis and Lady T. What's cooking in the kitchen? Listen, you gotta start hitting that like button and subscribe. Listen, sometimes it's not what you want to hear, it's something that you need to hear. And when you come across this content, that is truly what we're trying to do. We are trying to encourage you, enlighten you, and change your perspective in a positive way, not a negative way. We do
or
not
maybe,
tear. Say it again.
or maybe put something on their mind. Make them think
Yet
a little bit.
that make them think a little bit, but not only think, but also pursue the ultimate goal. That's what we want you to do. We want you to pursue the ultimate goal. We want you to be successful. We want you to have love in your life, true love, not this unforgivable love. We want you unconditional love. That's what we want you to have. And today, but you know what? Before we go into the topic, the topic is what is your navigation? So I know you're probably wondering what is he talking about? What is your navigation? But I'm just going to drop something on you just to start you off with something real interesting. And this might get you right. This might get your mind right, get you stirred up, get you all ready. Are you guys ready for this? That says we struggle because God's not in it. What God, whatever God orders, He pays for it. If it's His will, it's His bill. But if it's your way, you'll pay. And I got that from one of my cousins. He was on TikTok, and I was like, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna tell somebody this." So I'm gonna read this again. We struggle because God's not in it. Whatever God orders, He'll pay for it. But if it's God's will, it's His bill. But if it's your way, you'll pay for it. Something to think about. Your way, not God's way. You'll pay for it.
Beautiful, beautiful, it's
You know what I
beautiful.
mean? Just
Yeah.
like just let that simmer a little bit. Let that simmer. Let that simmer right there. Listen, it's something really to think about. So, Lady T, and I know you. I know when I come with these type of topics, you be like, "Yo, where is he coming from?" Just
Yes.
know, but just know that this is a spiritual based podcast, not just some ranky dinky. So when I have these type of questions, you got to think spiritually. You know what I'm saying? But in a natural mind, and just try to you know navigate through that. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you gonna say about it?
No, no, no. I'm not gonna say I got a little list of things, but I want.
Okay,
But
so I would love for you to, start it off since you're the one that had this topic and your brain, came up with it. Because I look at it as
yeah, yeah. No, that's what.
your navigation, like, where you going? What's your navigation? It could even be what's your purpose? Because people, you know, look at purpose of life, or the navigation makes it seem like you're going to a destination. So that's what I think of. So,
Oh,
but I would
oh,
love for you to tell me.
okay. So, in your journey, what is your navigation in your journey, your life? Do you do all right? There are some navigations. When we think about navigations, there's celestial, there are maps, and there are compasses, and there are GPS, right?
Right.
And each one of them can be used for different journeys. So when we talk about navigation, everybody has a different journey. And what is your journey? And what is your navigation through your journey? Because once you realize you need to get to the next part of your journey, the next destination in your journey, what is something that you use for your navigation? We make mistakes in life. So how do you navigate through those mistakes? How do you get through that rough road? How do you do that?
Well,
So ask yourself, what is my navigation?
for
Something,
me,
yeah, for you.
I'm going to say for me, it's prayer. I pray on everything. I do have an internal prayer system that I use for my life, and that is my navigation. And everything that I do, it is a thought or a mindset. I'm not mentally, thinking the worst, but I am thinking in a way where progress and abundance of life type of mentality. So that's number one. You have to have a mentality that, you want to see an abundance of life more abundantly, what you are supposed to be given, right? So I think that way, and then I, ask for it. Let me say this: the asking command thing has been something that has been on my mind, but I do ask right now for what I want. But there are people in life that have that authority and ability to say I command whatever they want in life. Those are there, yes. But for me right now, I ask because I am seeing if that is possible for me. It might not be what I'm supposed to have, but most of the time I get what I ask for. But it has to be a prayer within you. I think that we talk too much to other people about what we really want in life. And sometimes you just need to let it sit inside you internally in your prayer life and be able to, ask the prayer of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit to guide you. So that is my navigation through everything because I don't know what the day is going to bring. We never know what the day is going to bring because there could
So
be sorrow, there could be the pain.
that's what I was going to say to you. So what happens when you have in one of those uh, seasons where you really depressed? How do you navigate through that?
Hmm. It's been a long time since I've had that, honestly. But what I did in the past, I would stay to myself. If I were to ever walk into a depression stage, I'd have to, really be trying my best to get out that mud because honestly, it's a choice. You make the choice if you want to put yourself in a mentality of depression and sorrow and grief. Yes, it does come to us, but how long will you stay is the question that we need to ask ourselves. So, how long do you want to stay in that, low state mind that does not give you the joy and peace that you actually could have? But, you got to go through it every now and then, which is understandable because, we can't go through life, with roses of, all over in our life and everything is great. It doesn't work out that way. But it has to be a hope and a desire within the person to want to get out that rut and have better and think better or do better or, have that life more abundantly. That's what I've been saying lately. Have life and life more abundantly. What does that mean? You know, I ask questions like that because I'm like, what is life and life more abundantly? Because that's what he came to give us, right? So what does that mean? So I'm seeking that for my life,
So
have
how,
life
how
and life more
so
abundantly.
so can you tell us some of the things that help you stay focused on what you are seeking?
Okay, well, my life is different because I'm not, I don't have the, husband and children life, right? And my life is I'm able to do reading. I'm able to, do the nature things that I love to do. You know, I think it's really important for us to get back into nature. We have lost connection with nature, and that is very big. We don't, eat the right foods anymore. We don't get back into what really can heal us. So anyway, point is that I have the time to, have my quiet moments, but it is important for us to have quiet moments, to be able to have our prayer moments, to be able to really seek within and get away from the noise. We have too much noise in the world, and because we have too much noise, it distracts us from a purpose of connecting with the spirit world. The spirit is always there, but wants to connect back with us. So, how do you get back into it? You got to separate yourself, and it's difficult. But for me, I do a lot of separation where I separate myself. I'm not a person that stays on my phone that much. I don't look at my phone a lot. It's very important to me because I stay focused on my other duties, like, my job. I have to deal with job issues. I make sure that I only give myself a certain amount of time when I watch television. I try to give myself a certain amount of time of reading. The things that we should be doing to help ourselves is stuff that I think is very important. And I will always say, read a book, people. Read a book. It's good for the brain. It does something to the brain when you're reading more often, and we are not reading as much. I know I love my audiobooks, trust me, I love them, but you got to look at the words and be able to have it in your brain and read it yourself, to understand. There is something about it that we're missing nowadays that I don't see a lot of people reading anymore, and I think it's because we're not really connected anymore. We're not connected to, the truth. We're so caught up in materialistic stuff. We're so caught up in having the best and being the best and looking the best. I mean, there's so much. Don't get me wrong. I've been there, done that. But because I did it, I'm now going into a direction where y'all can have that for yourselves, but I'm not going to do that no more. I don't want that. I want to do something different. So I disconnect. I disconnect because it's good. It's good to disconnect. But there are people that have a lot of children in life, and how do they disconnect? You got to find a little bit of time, just a little bit. We all go to the bathroom and have our own time in the bathroom, right? That could be a place. That could be the place. Just give yourself a little extra time for yourself, if you got too much going on in the household. Because I know a lot of people with children, young children, and it can be difficult, to find time. But it is important.
So I was listening to you. How did you learn how to use your navigation system?
I learned through experience. I'm going to always tell you that. Experience has taught me because it taught me how to accept people, and I can't change them. I know if I have to deal with their mouth or the way they act, I have to sit up here and deal with it and act accordingly. So only life, it comes at you fast, right? Only life lets you know, guess what? You're going to have to respond quickly to this because there's some BS right now, but you got to respond quickly. So that experience in life has led me into, but also my mindset, I think, because I am looking upward. I don't look behind me. I don't look at my traumas. I don't sit up here and talk about my traumas all the time. I don't sit up here and say my traumas is my past and that is who I am. No, no, no. I say who I'm going to be. Actually, I don't. But I say in my mind, I say what I want to see for my life. But that's only me in spirit that knows. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people, we do too much when it should be quietly within you and only you, and let that beauty, like, how the spirit of God will show you the beauties of life. And if you get the beauties of life, then you'll become a changed person. We all know that. But the beauties of life, it can be some people don't like it. Some people don't really like to see beauty. They're afraid of it, or they're, jealous of it, or whatever that gets them into a negative mindset. And if you want to stay in that way, you ain't going nowhere. Don't expect anything good. If you get a little good thing, you just gonna get a little bit because you ain't thinking right. You don't. If I go into a room, let me say like this: I'm always around beautiful women, and when I see beautiful women, I compliment them now. It's gotten better. I didn't do it in the past because, beauty loves beauty and we just don't really have to say anything. But now, because people really want me to, I say it, where I'm like, oh, I love this, I love that, right? But I'm not uncomfortable when I go into that beauty room. You get what I mean? All these beautiful women. I'm not uncomfortable because why? Because I'm a part of them. And if I wasn't, a certain way or look, I would still feel confident. And that's something that a lot of people don't have confidence because they see flaws within themselves or they see something. I got a lot of flaws too. Trust and believe all on my body. But guess what? I have to be confident. I am not as tall as I would like to be. That's something I would like to be able to lose some pounds. You know what I'm saying? But I still have to love myself enough to be confident around even those that have beauty. And that is something that is very hard for some people. They don't know how to deal with, love and beauty the right
So
way because they
so
never dealt with it.
so how do you help them navigate through that journey in their
You
life?
can't. You
No, why
can't
can't
really
you?
because everybody is in a different place in life. You can't always talk. Let's say like this. If a homeless person has been homeless for over 10 years and they don't want to go back into a house, they want to stay homeless. You can't talk them into it if you are a rich man. You can't talk to them to say, "Well, if I give you this money, would you be able to, go and afford a place?" And if they don't want to, that's what I mean. Their mindset is stuck on where they want to be. And some people have a mindset that they are in a low place, in a depressed place. Oh, there you go again.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have me started. But you get what I'm saying, right? Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. But that's what I mean. Like everybody's different. Our level of acceptance, our level of life, what we want in life is all going to be different. Nobody is the same, but I like to find like-minded people. From now on, I want like-minded people. If I have to deal with people that don't understand me, that don't really like me, that tolerate me, but really in their mind they like, can't stand this heifer, stuff like that. I don't want to be around those people because they're not genuinely my friends. They don't really want to be around me. And those people are okay to have their own friends. Go be your friend with whoever over there, but not with me. That's how you have to be with people in life sometimes. Your navigation is to say, I will accept some and I will accept others that, might not even want to be accepted. And I will accept none at times.
But sometimes in your journey there are places you have to go to reach that next on the other
Mhm.
side of the road, the other side of the river. You gotta go through it.
But
You
it's
know what I'm
called
saying?
to you, right? Isn't it
Huh?
called to you? Like you said, it's called. There are things in life that are called to you to do. And if it was called to you, you go do it. But if
But you
it's
gotta go through. You gotta travel through this that road. You gotta travel through the mud. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, right.
So you have to be prepared to travel down that road too. So how do you prepare yourself to travel down the road that's already prepared for you? And there's things you're going to have to go through. So how do you prepare yourself to go through go to a destination that you don't know nothing about, but you have to go through it because that's your destination. So how do you navigate through that? A place that you don't know nothing about, you're not familiar because the navigation teaches you how to get to that the point that you're trying to get to. And so now there are things that you have to go through and you don't know nothing about. You haven't practiced about it. You haven't gone through it enough. How you get through it?
Um,
And don't say
trial,
no. You
trial
can't
and
say,
error.
but no. But hold up, trial and error.
I mean, what else? You just sat up here and said they don't know how to do it. They never did it before. So you're basically going to go through something you've never done before and you're going to make mistakes. You're not going to be perfect at it because you weren't taught how to do it, right?
Mhm.
I mean, that's how I see it. So it's trial and error. Whatever you are going through in life that you're not familiar with, I'm doing it right now in my life.
Do you have to go
Everything in
through it?
life seems to
Do
be that way for me.
excuse me.
Bless you.
Do you
Bliss
have to
you.
go?
Bliss you. Bliss you. I'm
Huh?
trying to say bliss. Bliss more. Bliss you. Bliss you.
What the heck is bliss? What's that?
Blissful,
No,
blissful. There's
bless.
bliss, bliss. Yeah.
Bless you. Okay.
Instead of bless you,
All right.
bliss you.
No, not bliss. Bless. But
Well,
anyway,
you know what? I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Okay,
here we go. The
it hurt
hello.
me to hear it, but
The hello. Why?
because
Bless is
they're okay. I know we're going off topic, but look, words have meaning, right? And words come from a certain meaning, and I heard, I don't know if it's true, but it's stuck in my mind that when we say blessed, it is basically say be less. And I'm like, oh Lord, that stuck in my mind so much.
All right,
And
well, get it that out.
then no, I know. So
Get out
I
of
know,
here.
put it to the side. But
Yeah.
I'm still saying bliss you because that it stuck in my mind, and I don't want to be telling people be less. No, no, no. I don't want to say that. And
Don't
even
change,
if because
don't
the
change the
words
words up.
matter.
But
Okay,
don't change it. There you
oh
go.
my God,
Don't change the word
bliss
up.
you, bliss you, bliss you,
You better say bless me.
bliss.
Bless you. God
I'm
bless
not
you. If
bliss.
actually you're supposed to say God bless you. Okay?
God bless you. That's what I hear now.
But wait,
I know
wait, be less.
because of the
It's
word.
spelled. Hold on, wait. It's spelled B-E. Go ahead.
Yes, I know what it's spelled. We know the spelling, but it.
B-L. I'm sorry, correction. B-L.
Yeah, I know what you're saying,
Okay.
but it's because you're saying be and then less. That's all.
What? No,
I know.
that hold up. There's no hyphen in it, so please don't do
No,
that.
it's none. It's
Okay,
none.
so
Okay.
don't change the word.
We're not
Okay,
gonna
thank you.
do it. Look,
Yes,
I
we're not
already
gonna do
said my
that.
truth. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you can
told
say the
you
truth.
my
That's
truth.
not
If
your
you
truth.
hear me
Do
say
not stop
bliss,
that. We're
okay,
gonna stop. Hey, amen. You okay? We're gonna stop all that. Chad, I was on there earlier, man. I saw you earlier, man. I seen you doing good things, bro. I wanted to talk with you guys, which I don't know. Y'all guys was just, I was doing a video or something. I was on there for a little bit, checking you guys out. You showing some stuff. How's the baby coming along? I see you getting ready. I don't know if you had it already. I definitely want to send you guys a gift. So you got to check me out on my email. I think I sent you my email. Send me your email. And no, I said send me your address. Not your address. I see your cash app. Let me guys know I want to give you guys something, man. All right. On February 20th. Okay. Make sure you tap in. I want to bless you guys with something for the new baby coming, man. I really do. I said
yay.
I want to say we want to bless you. Okay. Chef Dennis and Lady T want to bless you. Okay. I just want to say that to you guys because that's a great thing. You guys are about to be on a new journey, and today's topic is what is your navigation, and that is going to be a great journey for you guys. Your first child, it's going to be. I got it. It's going to be great for you guys. I'm so happy for you guys when you guys announced that. I was so excited for you guys. I truly was. It's an excitement. It is an exciting thing. You guys are going to be great parents. You guys are already on the right path of doing the things that you do. You doing it together. I see you guys on the cast. That's a great thing, man. And I want you guys to truly be blessed and keep the search, keep the drive, and I guarantee you will be blessed, and you and your newborn will be blessed as well, man. I'm so excited for you guys. Like I said, I'm a man of my word. So I want you guys to definitely, I want you to send me the information so I can send it out to you guys. Listen, I want to be a blessing, and I want you to be happy with your new journey. You guys have to, somebody said, hold on, guys, hold on. I got to do something real quick. I got to make sure I got this real quick. T, talk to the audience real quick. I got to do
What am
something
I
real quick.
gonna say? I don't know nothing.
What you mean you don't know? Navigate.
I don't do this. I just
Navigate.
I don't know what to say, y'all. I'm just gonna, sit here. Oh, I see your message and your text. Navigation is very different for everyone. We choose that path, Allison. Yes, I agree. But everybody's path is going to be different. So choosing it, yes, we do choose, but because we are in a life that is totally different from one another, it's like you have no other choice, right? I was commenting on Allison's comment. So
What she say?
navigation is very different for everyone. We choose that path. But yes, it is different for everyone, and we do choose our own path. So, but I am all about, choose to have a mindset that is going to uplift you or somebody else and not bring you down into the gutter and the mutt and all of the ugliness that can keep us down and trapped into stagnation. You can be stagnated just by, having a mindset that's not helping you. And I am not a fan of that because I want to have life and life more abundantly. And we all should want that. What does it mean? We'll find out, I guess. But life and life more abundantly, I'm ready for it, but I don't want to have much. Don't get me wrong. Because too much is given, too much is required. And I don't want too much. So I'm trying to, manage what little bit I have. Yeah, you can make your life better with that choice. I agree. It's a mindset.
Oh, okay. So let me get myself back together. My bad, guys. I had to go in here and get this thing on the phone. Myself together. Ah.
Yeah, you really, really getting it together.
Yeah. All right. Back to you guys. My bad. My bad. I had to get it together. Yes. Okay. Now, all right. Let me look at the comments. It said navigation is very difficult for everyone. We choose the path. Okay. Sometimes we make bad choices in the path that we choose, right? So guess what? Now you have to get the right bit of navigation to get through the journey that is supposedly meant out for you. Sometimes we make bad decisions. Yes, that is correct. But then also now you have to find the right tools to get you through that. And how do you find the right tools? Sometimes the pain, we talked about pain yesterday and the suffering. No, guess what? You listen. So I talked to Lady T and I asked Lady T. So you guys know my navigation system is Jesus Christ. Now, so when some people say, "Oh, here we go," okay, but check this out though. I was not always on that right path. There were things that I had to go through. The storms of my journey and of my decision making was Christ. That's what. And how did I make those wise decisions? Because guess what? Like I give you an example of what I mean. I was not always humble. So guess what? I had to go through a season where I had to become humble. And you might say me talking to people and becoming humble. No, listen, I had to be humble where I made poor decisions, and because of my poor decision making, that's why I had to go through the storm. Look, I used to walk to the bus stop in the snow, in the rain, with no car because I burnt a lot of bridges. And because I burnt those bridges, I couldn't go back to those people and say, "Yo, could you ride me to the train station? Could you ride me to the bus?" I couldn't do that. So I had to be humble. That was one of the things I had to learn how to be humble because now, you know what? I have to be mindful of what I say, how I say it, right? So I had to go through that. Now that was one little thing. And guess what? If I never had the relationship with God, I would never know that I need to be humble because I'm bold already. That's already a part of me that I'm bold. I'm going to say what I need to say no matter what, right? But you can be bold and not be humble. So I was a bold person, but not a humble person. So guess what? Now I had everything. Everything was taken from me. One, I told you guys about the car accident with my father. Guess what? I was bold. I was boasting and bragging about what I had to people that I love. Like I'm doing so many great things. I threw it in their face. God said, "Okay, that's how you gonna treat people. That's what I'll take it away from you." Right? Work. I'm 30 years old. I'm like, yo, I know everything. They said, "Oh, you do?" I wanted to come into the morning. They said, "No, he don't deserve it." I had to learn how to be humble. So what I had to do, I had to go to the same people that I talked bad to and it made them feel less of a person. I had to go to them and say, "Could you show me how the system works and how it goes?" See, so you feel what I'm saying though? See, and some people look think you got to go through some. No, sometimes you go through things because you're supposed to. But guess what? Look what it made. It made me a better person, a stronger person today. And I say my relationship with God made me this way. And I tell people that like when you go through something, and see it helps you navigate through life through your poor decision making and everything because you have then you have a chance to really sit back and look at and say, what did I do wrong? Don't look at nobody else. Look at what you did wrong and say, you know what? I made this bad decision. Now, how can I fix this? God, can you show me how to fix this? Can you show me how to make this right? Whether, see, sometimes we fall to the flesh. Sometimes we think something is meant for us when it's really not meant for us. Sometimes we think a person is meant for you when that person is really not meant for you. They not, but we choose, like you said, sometimes we make bad choices and then we want to go through that journey when you really don't. You don't have the tools to navigate through that journey. You're not prepared. How do you prepare for that? Guess what? You make bad decisions and you're not ready to go on that journey, things going to happen. And just to validate what I'm saying, Lady T, watch this. Guess what? If you get in a boat, I'm not talking about a ship, a boat, and you're not prepared to ride in that boat, there's a possibility you can drown. And what do I mean by that? Guess what? You have to have a life jacket. If you don't have a life jacket, you could die. You could drown. Right?
Right. And if you don't know how to swim.
If you don't know how to swim. Right. If you don't know how to swim, guess what? You don't know how to swim, you don't have a life jacket, you're supposed to be prepared to ride in that boat. And guess what? There are things that you're supposed to have with you. So if that happens, you'll be prepared for that journey. And that's what happens. Sometimes we're not prepared for the journey. We're not prepared for that journey. And guess what? We still go through it. We don't say, let me find out how I can navigate through this. We want to do it on our own. We want to do it and say, no, I can do it when you can, because you're not prepared for that trip.
But that's the thing. That's why, going through something and finding out for yourself that it wasn't meant for you to do it the way you did it. That's what you say is doing the mistake. That is where you can really have humility in life. And that's the experience that makes you have knowledge of. That's the true way of getting knowledge, is I think it's through experience, experience of an understanding. And when I say that, it could be with words and it could be with action, but that's what knowledge is, an experiential thing that within you that touches your essence and makes you feel that that is true for you. That's what I think knowledge is. No one can tell you, but there are laws that tell you right and wrong. We all know the laws tell us because we live in the land of laws, right? But because if somebody chose a person to be in their life, nobody can tell you that you made a right or wrong decision if you chose one individual person to marry or to be in a relationship with. Only you can sit up here and make that decision if you made a choice to be with a certain person. No, nobody can tell you right or wrong about that. But there are things that we know.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
If a person makes a
decision, I beg a different. Because
if a person makes a decision to be with somebody, they made that decision. I'm sorry.
They're not meant to be with. They're not meant that.
But that's what I mean. Who told you that they're not meant to be with them?
Come on.
Because you can see, wait a minute, hear me out. You can see outside quality characteristics of a person, but you never know. You actually have to let the person that is dealing with the so-called no good person to see it themselves. You can't tell them you're right or wrong. They have to experience it themselves. That's how it goes. That's the way it works in life.
All right, but Lady T, let's be real. Let's be honest. Because me and you can make an argument about that, but listen, there are certain circumstances that you can tell a person that this person is not meant for you, and there are some circumstances you can't. So it can go both ways. So let's do that. It can go both ways, because guess what? It depends on the person that's giving you the advice to tell you that this person is not meant for you because this person is doing X, Y, and Z. And it's up to that person to say, okay, I value your opinion. I value what you're saying to be true because we have a relationship. I'm not talking about somebody that I'm not talking about just a random person because they don't know nothing about you. I'm talking about somebody that you have a relationship with, that you go out with that person, you go to a family fun. That's somebody that's your friend. That's somebody that it could be a family member. They can advise you on, listen, this person. I listen. I tell people, okay, that so you agree, right?
Yeah, but that type of person, you're basically saying a close person.
Of course, not just a
A
random
close person. Right,
Yeah,
right. Not a
I
random
can't tell you
person,
no.
but even
Yeah.
if it's not a random person, even if it is a close person, though, sometimes you can sit back and tell them, but they might not listen. They're gonna make their own decision. That's my point. You've done it in your past. I've done it in my past. We all seem to do that, where we hear what would be considered a truth later. We hear a truth, and then we don't accept that truth, and we do what we want to do, and figure out later that, oh, it was true, I shouldn't have done what they said I shouldn't have done.
Right,
Get me? But it's
and-
through experience. If a
but-
person does not agree with it, with what you say you should be doing, they say you should be doing, then you're going to do what you want to do. That's my point. And I've done it plenty of times. You have too. You've mentioned it.
Okay, so yes, but let's get one thing straight though. You right. You could do whatever you want, but guess what? There is right or wrong. Just because you decide to do it doesn't make it right. It is, huh?
That's the point. You can't say that it's right or wrong. That's what I think Allison is always saying, because Allison says that comment a lot. Because who are you to say? And I give her, because who are you to say? It was meant for her or whoever, him, to go through a relationship with somebody.
I think Allison is
See, there she is. See?
Hello.
Cut your feedback down. Cut your feedback down. But
But we heard what I said, Allison. I agree. You have to allow people to go through what they go through, and then they will figure out if it was right or wrong for them along the road, but during the time they will make their choice based on what they feel is right. And they think in their heart, and they know in their heart is right, even if somebody else tells them it's wrong.
All right.
Yeah, your path is what it's going to be.
Yep.
But hold on. All right. I always use this analogy because everybody can relate to this. Okay. Mom and dad tells you, Lady T, they say, T, don't touch the stove. It's hot. You gonna keep touching that stove after you done got burnt? No, you're not.
Once you get burnt, yes, you learn, but you have to get burnt once.
I just said exactly. So
you have to feel the burn.
So guess what? I'm using.
So you have to do something stupid in order to understand what you're going to go through.
The experience.
And people make.
We're all in agreement.
But it's the
we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
But I just say it's the experience. You gotta go through the experience.
You have to go through something in order to understand what may or may not come out of it.
But the thing.
So you could say it all you want. Oh, you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that, or you're gonna go and do it, because a couple podcasts ago you said my mom used to always tell me I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that, and I did it anyway.
And guess what? And look, that's why I can speak it with the experience. And I'm saying to people, to the audience, I'm telling you this. My mother told me not to deal with this woman, right? Because she could see it that I couldn't, right? She said, look, you're going to go through child support. They're not going to let you see your kid. And guess what? They're going to be real nasty. That's what, and sure enough, that's what they were. Everything that she said happened. I didn't.
But you did it. But you did it anyway.
I said it. Yes.
So we still we are still dealing with pain, even when our parents may know better.
And we still do it. That's what we trying to prescribe to people. Like, you in a situation. Guess what? You don't got to go in that situation. Stop saying that I want to go.
You have to let them figure it out.
Why? Why do everybody say that?
Because you can't force your opinion or how you viewed life or how you've gone through life on somebody else.
What? Okay, Allison.
So you can't do it, because everybody's life is very different.
All right, so I got one for you then.
What you've gone through, someone else may not go through, or maybe they're going to go through something way worse.
So let me ask you something. If someone came to you and said, listen, I have $200,000 for you. All you have to do is do what I tell you to do. Are you going to do it, or you say, no, I'm going to go through this no matter what? I'm going to stick it out.
I'm making my own decision.
You're going to make that own decision, but I guarantee you, you're going to take that money. You're not going to say, I'm going to stay over here in this circumstance that I'm in. You know what?
No.
You're going
I want to stand for what I believe in. Yeah, and what I think is right or wrong. I don't want somebody else to tell me that I should do something because they're going to give me money.
I don't think you're being honest with us.
I'm being 1,000.
You're gonna be like this. Yo, what you want me to do? I'll take that money. Give me.
No, because you're trying to dictate what I should do with my life, and that's not fair.
Who's gonna dictate to your life? You got to do. You got the right to do whatever.
The person that's gonna. You just said someone's gonna give me money.
Yeah.
So you're trying to dictate what I'm doing with my life.
No, you can do whatever you want. Whatever that's your choice. That's your choice. That's your choice. That's your choice.
Let T fix him.
T, am I lying? I said you. That's your choice.
He said it's your choice. That's all he can say now.
That's it. That's your choice.
But I mean, honestly, I think that, honestly, it's more of like our mindset, like what we really think about on a regular basis. Is it helpful or is it hurtful? That is really the navigation. If you look at your navigation in life, figure out if you're being hurtful to yourself or helpful to yourself and to others. The mind, if you are thinking of negative things, if you are thinking of positive things, if you are trying to be a help to somebody, if you want to give to others, if you want to do for others, that is more of a positive. I would look at it as a positive direction. But people don't think like that. And they don't even pay attention to what they think about. People are not aware of their own thoughts. And if they actually become aware of their thoughts, they would be like, dang, I am really a negative person. Or I really think negatively all the time. People need to do that more. Life is all about learning, right? And the beauty of us having so much technology right now, we can do this. We can sit up here and have conversations face to face in a way, you know what I mean? And we can have a conversation about things. And that's a good thing right now in life. And we didn't have that before. So maybe good messages are starting to come out to the world. That's my hope, of course. But I know there's negative messages all the time that we can get into. But if we want more, what is it? Prosperity. That's the word. Something to have better of in life. Something that does not keep you, in the part where you're, poor and lost and lonely in the mind, in the physical world, and the mentality, whatever. But point is, if we're trying to get into that direction, we need to really think about, if this is the navigation, what is your navigation? Your thoughts. Your own thoughts. How are you thinking? What are you doing? What are you spending your time thinking about? So that's what I think about.
There you go. Okay, now you talking. There you go, Lady T. Now you talking speedy. All right, that's a speedy recovery. There you go.
That was not. That was just the normal.
No, you said, like you said your truth. There you go. Speedy recovery. I like that. I like how you picked that up. You came back. Home run. You got it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's your navigation, your brain. There you go. Yeah, what you putting in your navigation? What kind of navigation you got in your car? Yeah. You know what? You want to hear something? Look, I told somebody this. I said, listen, if you got a Fiat, right? Navigation, you can't put a Fiat navigation in a Cadillac, Escalade. Can't put it. It don't work. It's a navigation, but it won't work. It don't. They require two different things. You understand me now? So two different things. They both navigation, but the requirement is different. It's two. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. And same thing. They both have a purpose. One is for driving down the road and having more people. One is just for you and that other person. Just a little Fiat, little. That's it. Look, maybe a little short person. Maybe I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that word, but I'm not gonna say that. Maybe a little person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I like to always see positive. I don't want to say nothing negative. I don't want to be that way. So I gotta be mindful of what I say, because then I don't want to be offensive to anybody by saying that. So I said little people. You understand what I'm saying? They might not like that word, so I won't say that. But you get the point, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, so, I don't know. Let me get started. You went on me yesterday.
What? Nah.
but
No.
but that's again that's the thing. I was saying to you earlier about the navigation. There's different purposes. Like there's a certain navigation that they use in aircraft than submarines. Two different. They have two different destinations, two different journeys. You know what I'm saying? And so they don't do the same thing. So everything is different. One is in the water, submarine, a ship, versus the airplane. They use different navigations. So in life, we use different navigations because everybody has their own journey, their own walk. We do not have the same walk. We have different walks. We have different destinations. Yes, you got the finger, like what you want to do. You gonna wand or something?
No, I want to say something because it stuck in my mind. I heard a comment yesterday by a good friend who I asked the question, why do people do this? Right. And he said, because,
Do what? Do what?
and I'm just going to tell you what I'm just going to say what he said, because I want you to pay attention to what he said. He
Okay.
said, some people like to wallow in their traumas. And that
Mm.
was profound to me because it was like so true. And that is why I wanted to bring it up now, because that is some people. And if you are in your trauma so much, that's your navigation. What do you expect? Do you expect anything, progress? Do you expect, great things to
Now
come to you?
you're allowing that to navigate your life.
Yes. And it was profound when he said it. It was like, thank you. That is so true. And it was great to hear it because it's right now. Some people like that. Some people enjoy talking about their trauma to others, and it can be, a motivation to them or to another person, because that's what we do. We grow and feel like we're growing when we hear somebody else's sorrows, somebody else's griefs and pain. It's
I,
unfortunate, but it's true. It's true. A lot of people do that. They
Some
like to
people feed off of drama.
yes, yes.
They
And
do.
those are a lot of people out there in the world.
but you got to remember though. I don't think uh, the people who expose some of it depends on the individual. Let me say that it depends on the individual because guess what? There are some people out there in the world that's going through something, and when you have exposed that, it gives them hope because they realize there's other people that has been through the same thing, and that gives them hope. So they're not by themselves. They're saying that what? Oh wow, I would never thought that Lady T went through that. Man, it encourages her. It inspires her. So it's not about sometimes, but you are absolutely right. Some people like to misery love company. So they love that. But then there are some people that are inspired, that are encouraged by you telling your story
I agree.
because you came out of it. That's only if you came out of it because some people are not healed. They don't have the right healing. So they guess what? We don't have the right healing. Guess what? They're going to be talking about it all the time because they still hurting inside. But when you talk about somebody that's completely healed, they're not thinking about that. They want to let you know that I've been through it. I've been through the mud, and I guess what? I came out, and I'm cleansed of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me
Yep.
read. This person said, I'll put it so y'all can read it too. Okay, here we go, Mr. Black. It said many people went against the grain and did things that they were to they should be doing, and yet they came out on top, started trends.
True.
But guess what? Yes, they started trends. But the one thing that you have to that I will add to that is that they got the proper healing because you can't start no trend if you ain't get the proper healing. You got to have the proper healing before you start any trend because guess what? If you're not healed, that's you still have that burden that you're carrying. You have to release that burden and let that burden go because guess what? We all have trauma. We all have had some type of things that we went through that we no longer want to go through.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that? Said a lot of millionaires did what they were told they shouldn't be.
Wow.
They became rich and became envious. And some people that became rich sold their soul to the devil. Believe it or not.
I be hearing about
Believe it
that
or
type
not.
of stuff.
Believe it or not.
I hear
They
that.
sold their soul to the devil. So let's not
Lord.
go with to the people that's millionaires and billionaires. They did. So you know that. Come on, they know that, and they know they did. They say, "I don't care. I got money." That's all they care. That's it.
You know,
You can
look,
talk about like people that like make music or videos or movies. They're not selling their soul to nothing.
Are you what?
they think they are. There's a lot of people I've heard they say they sold their soul
Well,
to the devil. I'm not gonna name no names.
so
I've heard
let's
that.
talk about Trump.
What? What?
He got the money. He didn't make the money. He got the money.
So you really want to go?
He sold his soul to the devil.
I'm gonna tell you like this: is he a liar?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I ain't got to
But
say
he-
no more. That's it. No.
He
We
got-
don't go nowhere. Hey, did he not a liar? If he a lie, he'll steal. If he'll steal, he'll cheat.
But he got the money because of what?
He lied.
His family. So it had nothing to do with anything else.
Look, you tell me. I said soul. You sold his soul to the devil. Yeah, okay.
He did.
You a liar. If you a liar, you stealing. You a cheat. You can't lie without either one of those. You're gonna do both. All three. My bad. Correction. Come on, talk to me. Come on, talk to me.
He got money from his family.
Okay.
And just yesterday, I don't know if you watched the whole podcast,
I
the
don't watch
whole
that.
debate.
I don't watch that.
So he said, I didn't get the money that she's claiming I got. So Kamala said he got $400 million sent to him by his family. Go ahead and look it up, because he did. It was like 412 million or 14 million. He got a good hefty pay.
But what
because of his name.
I'm saying, what does that have to do with him not selling his soul to the devil?
Okay. Jaden.
What do you say? What do you say, Allison?
She said, okay.
No, I was talking to Jaden.
What? That don't have nothing. I asked you a question. You said yeah. So that's it. That's say no more. That's it. When you do that, listen. You deceitful. I'm not talking anybody that's deceitful. Guess what? They been sold.
Look, but
what you want to say? Come on, talk to me now. Right now, I'm hyped right now. Let me get a drink of water.
Say hi.
What's up, buddy?
Look, when you said that when he lied, he gonna cheat. I have lied. I still will tell little white lies to people. I will tell you the non-truth because I don't want you to know the truth sometimes. I have done that. And as an adult, I don't say it in a blatant lie, but it's like I'm lying, telling you non-truth. You get what I'm saying? I'm not telling you truth. So it's a lie because I'm telling you little, small, not complete truth. So you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I know I'm a liar. I have been a liar for a long time. And I'm not going to sit up here and say I don't, because I lie and say, no, I'm not interested. I don't even want to hear what their conversation is about. And honestly, I probably could have listened to them, when I walk past people or into Sam's Club or BJ's, those big department stores or whatever they call them. And you go in and they have something they try and sell you. And I'll say, I don't own my home. That was a lie. I said a lie because I don't want to have a conversation with them.
But hold on, now watch this. But Lady T, hold on, watch this. But what you afraid of by saying the honest truth. Say, listen, I'm not interested. Thank you. Have a nice day. Talk to
Because
me.
I will.
Because what?
Because if I want to tell you a straight lie, it's because I don't want to talk to you. I don't have
What?
the energy nor the time, so I will give you a straight lie and be done with it.
But
That's
I'm
how.
asking
That's
you a
how.
question. But all right, but
I
I'm
just
asking you a
told you.
question.
I know
No,
what you
but
just asked me.
you
Asked
telling me
what
that, but
why would
huh?
I would not say the truth? Why would I not
Let's
want to
say
tell you the truth? Because if
you
I don't want
bold.
to, okay, I can be bold. Me bold, being a liar is a bold thing too. So when I tell you,
But you
when they
choosing
ask
to
me,
lie about something. Watch this. You don't have to lie.
I
Practice
agree.
make perfect.
Yes, I agree. One
All
day
right.
I will practice on not telling lies, but I tell lies. When they ask me, do you own your home? Do you own this? I will say no, so I can get out of not having to listen.
And
Whatever
look,
they're trying
all
to
you got to
sell
do is
me.
just like I do. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I'm not interested. Click up. Boop, that's it.
I don't
That's all you
want to
got to
do
do.
that. I like
Why?
saying no, I don't, because I want them to think I don't have it. I like saying little lies every now and then. I've been
And
doing
it
it for so long. Ask my parents. I used to lie all the time, so they know. Look, I'm getting better as an adult. Okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding though. I have lied. Okay, don't get me wrong.
I didn't
Okay,
say you didn't
my
lie, but I'm
lies are
saying,
not.
all right.
My lies
But
are
guess
not
what?
like about my life or
Work
anything
on
like
that.
that.
Work on that. Okay, work
But
on
no,
that.
I don't want
You
to talk about
just
me.
be like, listen, excuse me, I'm not interested. Just I promise you this. You always, but that's crazy because you know I'm hyped right now. Because what's crazy about it? If somebody talk to you about saying, I want you to go to church right now, you know what you're going to tell them? No, I'm not interested. But you're going to tell them a lie. Listen, I don't have a
No,
house
I
right
won't
now.
say that. I'll
Yeah,
say
I'm not
church
interested.
time is over in my life. I'm done that.
Exactly.
I'm over. No,
Exactly.
I'm not. It's
You
not
told them the truth.
interested. I'm
Look,
not
you
gonna.
told them the truth,
I would
but you
be
said,
interested. Hey, if they ask me, we just want you to come and sing. I might be interested. See, I can tell you the truth on that.
all right,
Mhm.
so listen, what maybe that's
If
what
I
your
did
calling is.
that,
Maybe
no.
that's what your calling is to be a singer. You never
Okay,
thought
but the point
for the
is,
Lord.
that's my.
Jesus, you are my portion. You never know.
That was good. That was good. You took a note.
That's a lie. That's a lie. See, that's a lie. Don't
That was
lie.
good. That was no, that was a lie. That was good.
Thou shalt not lie. One of the 10 Commandments. Stop playing.
I'm just saying you can't always say people that lie are going to be cheaters. We can't say that all the time. I understand your point, but because if you do something and it's not truthful, there's a possibility that you will not be truthful in other areas. I get that completely. But we all have a way of telling lies in some capacity in our life. Even as adults, we're doing it in some way. We keep our personal lives private and we don't want to tell too much to certain people sometimes. That's my point.
Okay.
But I mean, look, we got off topic, so
You
but yeah.
navigate your way right on over there to the say, yeah, I'll just do this. I'm gonna tell him like this. I'm gonna tell him this, and he ain't gonna be like, man, I really don't want to hear what you got to say. Just tell him, like me. I'll be like, listen, look, I got. See, you about to make me start. Look, they start saying something I don't want to hear. Okay, it's nothing to talk about. It's no conversation. Like you don't want to hear what I got to say. Because if you don't want to hear what I got to say, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna be like, yo, this is what it is. You talk too much, and you do not say anything that's prosperous. You do not say anything that's positive. You always talking negative. So listen, if you cannot talk positively, we don't have a conversation. See, I can tell people that. You can't. You be like, you know what? I don't want to talk to you right now because I'm not interested.
Do you even try to have a conversation even when they're being negative? If you just cut it off and be like, no.
This is what I do. You watching? Oh, yeah. Well, let me go ahead and finish up this soup.
Oh, one of those. Well, I don't do that.
I
will give a couple of questions. I'll ask a person a couple of questions. Why are you acting like that? Why are you feeling like that? I'll do that to make them be aware of their own selves. Like, some people don't know how they respond. And I'm like, can you pay attention to how you're acting right now? Why are you acting like that? That's kind of like, asking questions.
That's how I navigate. I navigate
You
through
cut
the
it.
negativity. No, I said that's how I navigate.
He just says, never mind.
I navigate through that foolishness. I say, okay, see that look, that's smart.
You
Because
like,
guess
oh,
what?
okay. Let me get back
So
to
you
this.
just shut it down, which doesn't
Yes.
fix it.
No.
Hold up, a person that do not want to be fixed, you can't fix. We already know that.
But if you're not going to try to fix it,
Look, first of all, I'm going to I'm just going to be real transparent, which I'm always. They don't believe in God, so there's nothing to talk about no more. And they not, and they're locked in. They like,
oh my
I don't
God, here
believe
we
that.
go.
Yeah.
But
You got to talk to those that don't believe in God too. You know, you are supposed
hold
to
up,
talk.
you heard what I said. They already committed to that world.
Yes. Heard that.
So
But
so
you
guess
could
what? Hold
be.
on.
Not everybody has to be believing.
Listen, only see. This is where you have to learn how to navigate. Now I would want y'all to both not try to be disrespectful. I want y'all to both listen to this seriously. This is how you have to learn how to navigate. Now listen. If I went down the dark path with you already having this conversation, I'm no longer going to walk that dark path. You have to come to the light to hear me, to listen to me in my conversation, not a
So
conversation with you.
push
Because they
them that
have
way,
ears.
if
No,
that's
no, no.
what you want.
You don't know. Listen, because and now Lady T know I'm telling the truth. Listen, the person that do not want to hear has ears, so they always going to be listening. What if they're standing around the corner? They can hear you. They can hear you, and guess what? That's where it speaks to their soul. That's where it speaks to their spirit. Because guess what? They know deep down inside that is something that they want from that individual. Trust me, they want to take your time. They want to take something from you, and guess what? They'll do whatever it takes to get that. So if it means them to listening to you, they'll listen. Because trust me, I've experienced that. I know that's what happens. There are people listening because they're looking for something better. They know they're not doing and they're not receiving what they're supposed to be, because they look at your life, they look what you're doing, they say, wow, how is this person getting this? How is this person doing this? Why are the people treating him this way and they treat me that way? You understand me? So when you around that person, that energy, guess what? That negative energy, trust me, they want to know why you got that light. They want to know why you full with joy. They want to know why you happy all the time. Why this nigga, I say that word, excuse me. Why this joker always, why he always smiling? Why he always laughing? Life can't be that good.
But look, those people that you like to cut it, you have to learn how to kind of ask questions. Just get them to open up. Just ask questions. Act like you care. Act like you want to hear their point of view. Because guess what? You could be the one that could, make them change their heart. When you ask questions, when you act like, you really want to know, you are cutting, conversations just because they don't believe in God. You got to get to the non-believers too.
Okay, Lady T. So
We'll just take our headphone off and just pretend like we don't hear it.
Look, you just thinking so deep. Come on, I'm smarter than that. I'm wiser than that.
Okay, I got you. All right,
feel me?
Fine.
Come on, no seriously. Like I'm not trying to be funny.
Too.
I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't do that because guess what? It wouldn't be godly. It would not. That's rude. I've had a conversation with these individuals, but guess what? They already on that path. So guess what?
You already know them. Okay, I get
exactly.
You.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
leave it alone.
Yeah,
but you gotta stop saying that so often then. Because I keep thinking that because I don't know you like that, on a regular basis every day. I'm not next to you all the time and see your behaviors all the time. You know that. You're telling me every now and then about your life. So I'm learning from you. And because you say this so much, that's what I do think. That's all. You can't get mad at me because you tell me this and that's how I see it. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. That is how you are. I'm there with you every day. No, you got to tell me how you are.
Well, so since you said it like that, I just let you know this. I am a protector.
A protector?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So guess what? I protect my heart. The people I love, I protect their heart. Whether if it's spiritually going spiritually warfare for them, I'll do that. I try to enlighten certain ones, but some do not want that. So guess what? That's their life. That's their
So,
decision. I'm
so
still.
you just be done with it. I get it.
I,
I'm the same way.
no,
Don't
it's
get
not
me
be
wrong.
done with it. It's just like,
Oh,
listen, if I say, look, if I say I love you truly, right, and I want the best for you, you have, if you believe that I want the best for you, then it's up to that individual to say, you know what, hold on, I know, I feel the love that this person is giving, right? Let me try something new. I've never tried this before. I know this person loves me. Let me try it. If you ain't never tried it, how can you say that person really don't love you? You never devoted your time to do that. All thing you say is, you know what? This is phony. This is baloney. Guess what? Where's the love that you have for that individual? Where's your devotion really truly for that person that you say you love?
okay. Now I understand. Okay.
I guarantee you. I'm but you gotta let me know too. You gotta let me know in advance when you're supposed to go on vacation. But I can guarantee you, I can get 10 different, I ain't gotta do all that. But there's one thing about me that everybody will say the same thing about. Of where I used to be a person who think we know everything. I had sometimes I had to be zip and listen to them and see how to react, see how to navigate with that individual. And that comes from wisdom. That comes from, what I'm saying, just like I told you before, my biggest task for me in my life was humbleness. I have to you listen, I told y'all guys about when I was at work, I went off on the deep end with the guy at my job. I had to go back and be humble and say, my bad, I was overreacting. And one guy was like, yo, you speaking all this positive stuff, you acting like this, you ain't supposed to act like that. Broke me down real quick. Broke me down to a little person real quick. He said, no, I don't want to hear that. You talk positive, that's how I expect you to be. I was like, oh,
Yes, sir.
word. He said, I'll get on a podcast and I tell everybody you preaching all this good stuff about God. And you went, I said, oh, I felt bad. So you know what? I was like, yo, my bad. I apologize. I should be acting like this. I'm a
See, that's why.
positive icon. But that's what look. Before you said that's why, but see, guess what? Some people don't have the ability to do that. They don't have that capacity to say, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm wrong. They don't
But
do
you
that.
put yourself on a very high standard because
I
of
got to.
I know you do it yourself. I don't want to put myself on a high standard to act like I don't curse to make you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say act. I don't curse. I mean, I'm sorry. I curse, but I don't say that I don't curse. You get what I mean? Like, that's why I'm very like, I make sure everybody know I'm not a perfect chick and don't expect me to be, but you, sir, are you put yourself as you don't do this, you don't do that, and people expect you to follow through on everything. And I don't want people expecting me to
all right,
follow
but
through on
Lady
stuff.
T,
Sorry.
hold up.
No, expect the
But
worst
you
from
not,
me, okay?
but you don't want to. You don't. It wasn't your calling to be inspirational. For
I
me, it
wouldn't.
is.
I'm an inspiration all day long.
No,
Honey.
you can't be because you like inspiration person. Wait a minute, inspiration person. They like to talk to other people. They don't like to stay to
That's not
themselves.
true.
Like a hermit. What? Oh, a hermit
That's not
crab. He inspirational. I want to be like a hermit crab. Yes,
I'm not a hermit crab, mister. Okay. I go out when I go into the world, I speak, I let people know who I am when I'm in the world. Okay. But I don't put myself on platforms all the time to be seen. I'm sorry. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's all. I'm an inspiration though, because when I have a person in my life and you get my good talk, you get good talk, and it's gonna be helpful, and you're gonna remember me. That's how it is. I'm an inspiration. I know it every single day. Okay. Thank you. Don't try to take it away from me. I can't let you.
Oh, okay. So I didn't see this. He said, "What do healing have to do with trends?"
Trends. I mean, there's so many trends out there. I mean, somebody finds healing in it. Huh?
No, you said, what does healing have to do with trends?
I mean,
how
healing can come in any form and fashion, right? So it's there are trends to, be a certain way, act a certain way, of course.
Yeah,
I don't always,
follow certain like clicks or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. And, and
Right.
and healing can come in those relationships, of course. But I don't know what his question was really meaning. So
I'm reading into it, and I'm like this: if you ain't got the proper healing, what trends you gonna set? What positive? Listen, if you ain't got the right healing,
okay,
right?
now I kind of remember. Okay.
What trends can you set? Because guess what? You still are broken. Whatever brokenness you have inside, you're broken still.
But
guess what? To lead a trendsetter has to
yeah,
be a leader.
yes,
You can't listen. You cannot lead broken.
right.
You leading the blind.
Uh, I
Blind.
think I think broken can lead because they
Now,
do it all the
I'm
time.
at,
Come on now, you think this
oh,
world are
wait a
being
minute. Wait a
led by
minute.
people that are not
Hold on.
broken?
No.
That's
Wait.
why the world is the way it is.
Mhm,
There's so
Why?
many people out there that are leading when they don't know what they're leading.
mhm.
Hey, hit. Watch this. See,
It's like taking a roadmap and not knowing what you're looking at.
hey,
I'm just gonna take this road and I don't know where it's gonna end.
hey, Allison. This is so profound. So I hope I don't miss you on this. And I'm not being funny. I'm saying this serious. Maybe Lady T maybe understand it. Listen, a shepherd and a sheep, right? The sheep know the shepherd's voice. No matter what, the shepherd. Listen, the shepherd could be far. When the shepherd calls the sheep, they know the shepherd's voice. You understand me about that? You
Mhm.
understand?
Okay.
Huh? So
Okay.
so so guess what? A person that says, I'm going to lead you to victory, and they a liar, a cheat, a deceiver, guess what? You know what they're going to do? They're going to lead, I'm sorry, they're going to lead a bunch of people with a deceitful heart, and guess what? He's going to deceive them, and guess what? It's gonna overspill on them as well, because now you have misled me, you have misguided me. So now they have this attitude, this concept. Oh, well, he did it. I can do it. You got what I'm saying? That's the brokenness in that person. Because guess what? A lot of it's going around in churches, in any organization. A lot of it's going around. You you bamboozle me. Now, guess what? They come out of it. Guess what? They're looking to bamboozle somebody else. They're looking to trick because they've been tricked. They've been hurt. They're doing the same thing. And that's what I mean by leading somebody. There's bad leaders, of course. They're not meant to, but they lead. Yes, that is true. They're not meant to lead. Everybody's not meant to lead. Some people take on that responsibility and they're not even prepared to do that. Some people are not meant to teach. They're not qualified to teach. They had we talked about this before. Guess what? If you've never been married, you can't give no advice on marital. You can give advice on your opinion, but you can't give advice on marital because you've never been married. That's your opinion. You haven't experienced it. So what can you tell somebody? Oh, well, I wouldn't do this. That's your opinion. You can't tell somebody how to be a parent when you have no children. Can you? Can somebody tell somebody how to be a parent to children? They never had children? I don't think so.
Everybody sees their life as this. It should be this way. It will work this way, and everybody will project themselves onto other people with their opinions of what it should be like. That's how we do all the time. We do it all the time. Everybody's like, you should try this, you should try that. I do it all the time. I give you a good little advice and tip. If you don't want to use it, I don't care. But I gave you mine, right? Everybody does it. We do it all the time. Did you try this? Did you try that? That's what we do as people. But I get what you're saying, Jeff. I'm not gonna sit up here and say you wrong,
Hey,
I'm
listen,
a
I'm a man, you're a woman, right? So guess what? What I prescribe how a good man is to respect, honor his wife, honor his girlfriend, and look and communicate. See what I'm saying? See how did I become this man that I am today? How did I navigate?
experience.
Look through the good and the bad. So now here I am today at 47, trying to tell men how to navigate through this life in this world, how I got to this point. So there are people that's going to listen. There are people that's not going to listen. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just that simple. And look, see what the crazy part is that that's what happens. You know, when you in the light and someone else is in the dark, listen, they'll someone that's living in the darkness, they can't stand the light. They don't want to come in the light,
It's
right?
like gremlin. It's like a gremlin.
Exactly. It's burning sensation, right? But there's a lot of that. Look, a lot of things go on in the darkness, but not in the light. You know that's crazy. Ain't that crazy? So
Yeah,
how
because people don't want to be
how
seen in the light.
because guess what? There's a lot of things that go on in the dark because you can't see it. But the thing about this is, well, guess what? While you're in that darkness, how can you navigate out that darkness if you don't have a flashlight? You go down into the basement, not knowing what's down there, what's waiting for you. Guess what? You know, I need a flashlight. I need a lantern. I need something that's going to keep the light on for me so I can go down there, right? So it won't be dark. You gonna walk in the darkness? Huh? Come on. I know you hear. I know you see the analogy I'm saying, but that's right. That's what happened. All that stuff, all that gook and mess is down in the darkness. Guess what? Don't bring you no light. And that's how you gotta navigate. You gotta navigate through this light. You know what I mean? You don't want to walk in darkness. You want to walk in the light.
Well, some people do like the darkness.
Right. And they like all of that things that come with it.
Yep.
Lies,
Well, it's
cheats.
like right or wrong.
Huh? Right on.
It's right or wrong.
It's their life.
What's right or
It's
wrong?
their life. So let them choose what they're going to choose. It is what it is.
Yep. But I think that we could do better as people in raising our children to be better people towards others, to themselves. Like we need to do something to change the people because we're gonna go down a dark hill. And you know, the end of days, what they talk about, but
Let me ask you something.
death and destruction is going to happen if we
Hey,
don't.
Lady
You
T,
know what I'm saying?
let me ask you
War.
something. Look, let me ask you something. When you was growing up, did you see your dad kiss you and your siblings on the
Yes.
forehead? But did he
Yes.
kiss you? Now, did you see
All
a
the
lot
time.
of
All the
and
time.
hugs and kisses all the time before he left, go to work, right? You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
He wasn't that affectionate, but every now and then, yes.
Every now and then? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Are you affectionate?
I am now. I wasn't before, but I am very. I started getting affection when I was in my 30s, I think. But growing up, I really wasn't because I'm like, you know, a little sterner. I'm the disciplinary in our, you know, my children, the father. I'm the disciplinary one. So I never was affectionate like that until in my 30s, I think. Truly.
A man that's not affectionate to his kids, what do you think about that?
So what do I think of it? I don't know. I really don't know what to say about it. I mean, they don't know affection then. Like, you know, they could possibly.
Most men haven't been shown it.
Yeah.
Okay. They haven't been shown. Okay.
So you see a lot
So,
of men that don't do it, right?
well, me?
No, I said when you haven't been shown as a
Right.
man,
You see,
you don't do
you
it.
haven't you
Because
right.
either you didn't have a dad to show you that, so you only had one parent to show you something. So now you're taking on both roles, I guess.
and
So now you're trying to balance that out.
and see the different see and that's a key to that's the biggest top that's the thing what I'm saying about our topic navigation. See how some men don't know how to show love completely because they was not shown that growing up. So now how do they navigate showing their children the love that they did not get when they were living?
They got to show it as they are now. Like if you know you didn't show affection, you got to start showing it and giving it.
So
And you know,
how they gonna do that if they don't have the right people around them to show them, yo man, Yo, hug your kids, man. Why you don't do
I
it, man?
mean, why do we have to be shown by somebody else? I mean, why can't we make a decision to do it on our own?
Now, guess what? That's the whole point of navigation, because you cannot go on this journey not knowing and preparing yourself for that journey. And so I just asked you a question. Men that don't know how to show affection, they're not going to do that, because guess what? They don't know how to do that.
Okay. So I will say, get a book on how to be affectionate and read a book.
They not, come on now. You telling them,
Hey,
but you
I'm so
telling them
serious.
that, right?
There are
But
people.
now we live.
Hear me out. Listen to this,
Yeah.
because there are doctors that, get to the bottom line of why people act the way they do. And they can write a book, and they put books together, and, it helps people. I'm serious. That is how we used to learn, is reading, people that had knowledge, they put it on paper. And so we don't do that no more. But the point is, if you are really wanting to be a different type of person, and, you become more affectionate to your children, and if that's in your heart, you're going to seek it to find a way to become more affectionate. That's only if that person really wants it. That's the key. You got to want that. If a man wants to be affectionate to his children, he will sit up here and seek it and then start acting on it. That's it. That's my opinion, of course.
Your opinion. Yeah, you better laugh. Your opinion. Okay, I got you.
Read a book. I love telling people, read a book.
But it's hard to tell them to read a book, because you got technology now, so they got to see it to believe it. But and you know what? This crazy. Look, but watch this though. Watch this. The crazy part is this. Here's the crazy part. Yo, here you go. You ready? Get on your boots. You ready? Hey, Lady T. This is the crazy part. That's why there is not a lot of men in churches. Yes. There are not. There are. You can't hear me?
Yeah, but why are there not a lot of men? Is it because of affection? What were you saying?
Yes. Their affection and their devotion. Listen, there are more women.
Because they don't want to show it.
There are more women in churches than men.
Of course.
Way more. I'm talking about to 20 to 1.
I believe it.
And so I asked you that question because that's something that men lack, is showing affection to their children. And if they don't know how, they don't listen, they will not reciprocate that. The children will not do that. They're not going to grow up showing how to love with that type of affection. And it's sad. It's sad, but that's what. Look, this message that I'm saying, it may help somebody. It may encourage somebody, because just think about, you have sons or daughters. Do you hug your daughter? Not just love. Saying I love you is just a word. Like today, I'm keeping. Like I said, I'm always transparent. Like I took my daughter today, right, to interview. She got the job, and so she said, "Oh, Dad," I was talking to her mother outside. She said, "All right, Dad, I'm not coming back out. All right, give me a hug." Now I gave her a hug, but I gave her a hug like I held on her for a minute, like. So she's like, "Dad, come on," right? Like, "Dad, come on," because I'm like a big bear, so I'm hugging on him, and I'm listening to her heart. Her heart is like beating real fast. I said, "Yo, why your heart beating so fast?" It was like, I said, "You nervous, Daddy hugging you like this?" So I said, "Look, when the last time you went to the doctor?" I said, "You're gonna go to the doctor. You shouldn't be, your heartbeat shouldn't be beating that fast that I'm hugging you. Like, I don't hug you that much. You nervous? I'm hugging you." So it just like.
Did you say she just had an interview or going to an interview though?
No, she went to an interview. She got the job.
Okay. So maybe she was nervous still about that.
What, nervous about? No,
about the interview. The interview.
She was home already. She was home. She wasn't in the house. She was in the house. Hold on. Call you right back.
Here we go.
What you say?
I said, here we go.
Okay, mentally prepared.
Huh?
Well, Chef, it's about that time, isn't it? It's about that time.
Look at my lady kicking me off. Look, yeah. Hold up. He said,
Married people that give advice is
Also opinions. I
that's
agree.
opinion.
I mean,
no,
everybody has opinions, even the married
wait, wait,
ones.
wait,
Yes.
wait.
Yes, you're right,
Married people,
Mr. Black.
oh, married people give advice, and watch this. They give advice. They can give good advice. They can give bad advice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an opinion because guess what? They share a union as the other person shares the union as well with the man and the woman. They share a union. So guess what? There are things. Guess what? That are meant for both of you to do. Like I'll give you the prime example, and we getting ready to get
But
out of
those
here.
are still opinions because your
Mm-hmm.
relationship
Hold
can be
on.
different than somebody else's.
Opinion is one thing, it's how you feel. That's your opinion. But something like this saying communication is key in your marriage. That is not an opinion. That's key. That's something that guess what? Only a person with successful marriage says you have to have good communication. But now if you don't have good communication, guess what? How you gonna give somebody advice on having good communication? You don't have that. Yeah, come on, talk to me.
Allison, you just gotta let him have it sometimes,
Don't let me have it. The difference between me and you, Lady T, you don't like. Listen, you don't like the fact that what I'm saying is positive. That's it. It's not negative. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying positive things. I don't say negative things. If I'm wrong about something, I will come back and say I'm wrong. But I'm saying positive. So it's encouraging. You know what I'm saying? It's encouraging.
I do. But I'm just saying, I say negative things all the time. I've cussed people out, and I've said things that, how could you say that?
I don't prescribe that.
I know you don't. See, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. You're totally different than me. And
There you
I
go.
know I have cussed people out. I've done things, and I'm not going to make it seem like I'm some, perfect person because I'm not. That's all I'm saying.
I want you to be. I want you to
Oh
stop.
no, I don't want to be. That's so not fun. I'm not a fan of
Why?
that. I like being risque. Yeah.
Being risky can get you in trouble.
It does. And the trouble's always good for me.
No, I doubt it.
Yes, always good for me.
Now, look, I'm now. The Holy Spirit ain't telling you that is very good
Yes,
for you.
It
now.
is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, get out of here. Use a bald-faced lie.
The Holy Spirit knows.
Nah.
Always good for me.
No. What's good for you is going to be prosperous for you.
You want me to find some, all things are good for those that, what is it? Wait, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I gotta go get Jalil from football, so I'll talk to you guys another time.
Hi,
all right, Tuesday. See you later.
Bye, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
It says, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Yes.
Yeah, works for the good. No,
good.
When you're doing something that's deceiving, it ain't working for God.
It's not about deceitful. It's about being honest. My honesty I'll tell you if I'm lying.
It's working for the good. Look, working for the good for God. So don't change that up. Don't be trying to change that up.
I might tell you a lie, but then you could be like, "Are you lying to me?" And I'll be like, "Well, maybe I am."
Now I know how to read you. Now I'm like, oh, what? You just telling me just to be telling? Nah, we not having that. What you think? Huh? Stop playing with me.
That's right.
All right, listen. We're gonna have to get up out of here. It has been. Look. Good evening. Oh, look. Grabowski's in the building, y'all.
Hey,
Cheryl. We about to get off of here though, but Cheryl, you came late. You know I said we had something real good. What we already know what Cheryl navigation is. Cheryl got an Escalade navigation.
Escalade.
Cheryl said, listen, we not having none of that negativity over here. It's all positive. She's driving in the big boy. Word up. But listen, we're going to have to get out of here. I know that's right. Okay, yeah, you catch the replay. I love it. Love it. Thank you. I love it. Listen, we're going to have to get out of here. We definitely had a good time, a good, exciting time. Listen, guys, we are Tuesday and Wednesday now, 6:30. Listen, football is here. You know what's up. Y'all see in the back, bang, bang, 9 again. Don't you forget it. We here on Sunday. We play at 1 o'clock. Yo, I'll check y'all out Tuesday. Listen, hit that like, subscribe.
Yes.
Listen, huh?
I want to say this one thing.
Okay,
Bliss
yeah.
means complete happiness. That's
Bliss.
what I want to say. Bliss you. Bliss you. Instead of bless you, I'm saying bliss you. Complete happiness is what I'm saying to people now. That's all. I just had to put that out there because I found the definition for you.
Bliss you. Look how you sound. I sneezed. Bliss
Bliss
me.
you. Bliss you.
Man,
Bliss.
what kind of language you
Bliss
what kind of
you.
language you trying to create?
Bliss
See?
you. Bliss you. Bliss you. All right.
Them Chinese people gonna look at you like, what you say? Get out of here.
They know. They know. I got
Get
some
out of here.
Chinese in my jeans, actually.
Oh Lord, you do? No. False. All right, listen, guys. We love you guys. Thanks for here at the kitchen where we stir the pot. We keep it cooking. Listen, Chef Dennis and Lady T, we out. We see you guys next week. Love you. Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, Lady T.